if a sketch is fully constrained and all the entities within the sketch also have some or other constraint applied, or if the component is having all the solid bodies and the sketches within the component also have fully constraint. This means that you are comparing not just one thing but two conditions. You are comparing two conditions at a time, and if those both conditions are true, then you would like to perform something. If you do have something like this to create as a condition, in that case you definitely need use of logical operators. Yes, I'm talking about logical operators. They compare the two or more conditions together, and based on the result of this combination of two or more conditions, it returns either true or false, and based on that we can uh, develop, or we can write the further logic to work on. So let's see what these logical operators are. There are only three logical operators, and this uses two or more conditions in combination to return either true or false. The first being is logical AND, and it is used, it is declared, it is used as double AND sign, and this operator returns true when both the conditions in consideration are satisfied, not just one. Both the conditions are satisfied, then it returns true. For example, A and B return true when both A and B, both the conditions are true. Second is logical OR. The only difference between this logical AND and logical OR is how they return, whether not how they return, what they return, whether true or false, based on the combination of these two conditions. This logical OR, which is denoted as pipe sign, 2 times pipe sign, this operator returns true when one of the conditions in consideration is satisfied. If at least one condition is true, then this logical operator is going to return true. This is the difference. If it is logical AND, in that case it will return true if both conditions are true. But in case of logical OR, if one condition is true, it will return true. Being other as false, still it will return true. And the last one, logical NOT. This operator returns true the condition in consideration is not satisfied. If the condition given is not satisfied, then it returns true. This is why it is called logical NOT. If the condition is not satisfied, it will return true. Otherwise, it will return false. For example, the condition will return true if A is false, and A is being the comparison, that comparison operator. We are comparing two values, and if it is false, then this logical NOT will return true. So these are the three combination of logical operators that we can do. Now let's see how we can use these operators in a code. Let's have a look at how we write the logical operators. I do have a result which is boolean. X is also boolean. which is true, and y is boolean, which is false. Let's see how we can write AND operator. It's simply double AND sign, and x being true, y being false, the result will be for AND operator is going to be false, because we need both the conditions true to return the true as a result of logical operator, in this case of AND operator. Now in case of OR, we will write it as double pipe sign, and it will return true because either of one condition needs to be true in case of logical OR. Now in case of NOT, what I can do simply, here it is not two conditions. In case of logical NOT, it is not two conditions we are checking. We are checking only one condition. In this case, we are checking X. If X is true, this is going to be result in false. If X is false, then it is going to result in true. So it is a NOT operator. So it returns the other way, the alternative result only. This is how we can write the logical operators. Now I would like to test the result of using logical operators. So I have added guide.info write line next to the result, because I would like to see what exactly it is, what exactly the result is for AND, logical OR, and logical NOT. Now let's find out the results of these logical operators in a real case. So I have copied this code in a journal editor, and I do have the window open to check the results. So I will execute it now, and let's have a look. What we have is X is true and Y is false. And if I compare both these conditions, in that case, it's going to be false because only one condition, only X is true, Y is false. So AND is going to be false. OR is going to be true because it needs only one condition as a true. If both conditions are false, in that case only OR will return false. Otherwise, it is going to return true, provided one condition is true. And NOT is of course going to return the reverse way around. X is true and it has returned it false. If I make the instead of X, if I compare Y, which is already a false, then I will get a true result for logical NOT, I believe. Yeah, I got a true. Now let's do something. I would make this false true, and what we'll check, AND, logical AND and logical OR we will check. If both the conditions are true, X and Y both are true, then AND returns true, OR also returns true. Now if both the conditions are false, then let's see what we get. AND is supposed to return a false, and OR also supposed to return a false. So we got our result. So this is how AND and OR works. And NOT is very straightforward. It only checks one condition, not a comparison of two, and it just reverses the value, whether it is return, it will if it is true, it will return false. If it is false, it will return true. So this is all about logical operators. Let's see one example as well, the real life journal example as well. Let's see this example. Here I am checking two conditions. One condition is work part if not null, and other condition is the session is not null. And what I have used logical AND. It means If both conditions are true, then my result for logical operator is going to be true. And if that is true, then the further code will execute in this if statement. So this is one of the logical AND example we do have in this journal.
Here I am introducing a course called C Sharp Essentials for NXOpen Customization and Programming. Enroll now and unlock the power of customization in NX. Don't miss out. If you like this video, then definitely please uh, hit that like button. And if you wanted to receive such video updates from me, then please do subscribe to my channel as well. Thank you for now. See you. Bye bye.